Hi, Chris and Tommy Toothpaste Toys here, and welcome to another car boot haul video. So it was another bank holiday, got to go to a few car boots, got loads of different bits, a complete mixture of stuff. It's going to be quite a long video, so let's go for it because there's some really cool bits here. Right, so in no particular order, let's start over here. I got this Star Wars Tri-Logo speeder bike in its box. It has been opened, which is fine. I've opened it up and checked it out, and it's got everything in there. It's got the figure with the gun, Luke, and it's got the bike with all the parts, so really awesome. And the box, yeah, it's not perfect, but it's still nice. So great for a starter collector who wants to collect some box stuff. Oh, got a bit of an itchy eye. I got this T-Rex, missing its piece there, which is a shame. Always missing these. Real shame to not have it. But yeah, pretty cool. He stands up a bit dodge. Also got this. Oh yeah, these were actually from London the weekend before. Yeah, I forgot to say, these were from London the weekend before. So, yeah, got a few cool bits from there. Also got this Playmobil dragon, which they tend to do alright, some of the dragons and dinosaurs, the Playmobiles. So I got a really awesome item. It is slightly damaged, but very awesome, and it was an absolute bargain. And it's Buzzrock. For those of you who don't know, this is from the Turtles line, the CGI TMNT 2007 line. Sorry, I said a lot of numbers and acronyms there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the CGI line. So basically, in 2006-2007, there was a film which was computer animated. Absolutely awesome. If you haven't seen it, I don't care how old you are, you know, just watch it. It's wicked. The dynamic between Leonardo and Raphael, the best I've ever seen on screen. Absolutely awesome. Check it out. Such a shame they didn't make sequels. I think there was meant to be a trilogy lined up, but they pulled the funding because people didn't go see it. I don't know why. It was absolutely amazing. Anyway, this is a UK exclusive figure. There are two of them. There is Buzzrock, which I have, and there is Multiflex, this purple guy here. Hopefully you can see him. Absolutely awesome. He is missing one of his sort of, whatever those things are called, talon things, I don't know what they're called, pincers. He's missing one, which is a bit of a shame, but his head's there, which sometimes comes off because people pull them off. Yeah, and his wings are intact. Hopefully he can go for a bit of something, but yeah, the price for him when it's a complete figure with the weapons commands quite a hefty price because it is a UK exclusive. Power Rangers flip head, really cool. I got these, actually I got these from my nephew. He passed me those. He brought them from Belgium, and he also got these, which are really awesome. Kenner Batmans. So they're great. I mean, his condition is actually really good, that one. You see on these silver logo ones, sometimes the silver seems to come off quite easily. I'm not sure why. Don't know if a different paint was used for the yellow and the silver. But yeah, you do notice that. Oh, it's all going to fall over now. And this guy, which is pretty cool, complete with cape. I've forgotten the series it's from. It's the late 90s. So it's a bit later than the Kenner series in the early 90s. But really nice looking figure and great condition. And the arms are still really stiff. So thank you very much, Tiago. Really appreciate that. And then I also got, yeah, loads of Jurassic Park stuff about at the moment. I got the Lost World, and it's still sealed in its plastic. It's got the pencil there, the pencil case, and it's from 1997. Tetley. Oh, okay, Tetley. I didn't know. Was there like a Tetley mail away or something? But it's got something inside as well. I have no clue what's in there, so I need to do a bit of research. I assume it's going to be like a ruler and a sharpener, maybe. Maybe a rubber. I don't know, but that was really cool. Right, on to the next bag. Let's get rid of that one. Sorry for the rustling. Oh, let's pull this one out. I got an AT-RT walker from The Force Awakens. The little chicken walkers. These are pretty cool. I love the look of these. They're really awesome and they pose well. You know, you can really stand them up great and do some interesting poses because the feet change, so try and get it right. Of course, it's not going to stand up now, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. There we go. I got Scar. All of this lot was from a car boot. Another one. It's restarted back up. It had closed a few years ago near me, and it started back up. And it's quite a very local one. It's like literally 15 minutes away. And it starts later as well. It starts at 8, so it's pretty cool. So I get a little bit of a line. But yeah, I got Scar. The action is okay on that. Not perfect, but he's a bit wibbly wobbly. But yeah, he's alright. A little bit worn, but still nice to get some vintage Lion King. Yeah, and they had some cool little bits. I got, funny enough, the first time I'd seen some of these was the other day. I got a couple of these, but then I got the rest. Gigantosaurus, and I picked up these two guys, I think on the last video. And then I got these two guys. So I don't know if that's all of them. I've never watched the series, but yeah. I got Poe Dameron, and his helmet comes off. Pretty cool. Nice to get a little bit of Star Wars, even though it's not very old. But I did get an awesome 6-inch Black Series Death Trooper. Still has his gun as well. Really cool. I don't think there's a little pistol that comes with it as well. He doesn't have that. But really nice. And for all intents and purposes, I think he is all complete. And this is the first time I've actually felt a Black Series like the 6-inch ones, you know, out of the box. And they're quite nice, actually. They're not bad. They're quite poseable, which is really good. Right. The trick is trying to get some of these things to stand up now. I got these two little ones. I got War Machine. And I got, what's this one called? I've forgotten. I had to write it down because I keep forgetting this one. It is Volt Strike Iron Man. Volt Strike Iron Man, apparently. So yeah, I had to write that one down. And this was a weird one. So I went to this car boot, this local one, and there were some really good prices. So I thought, oh, brilliant. Like, you know, you're getting things old school prices like 50p, 20p. Crazy. You never get that barely anymore. And then there was a lady. She had these, and they were like £1 each or something like that. So I was like, yeah, I'll get these. They're cool. And then she had a Kenner Batman. And I thought, oh, there's a Kenner Batman. She was like, oh, that's not meant to be in there. That's 20 quid. And I was like, 20 quid? I literally looked at her and I was like, £20? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, and I just put it back down. And I was like, what is going on? What is going on? She obviously panicked. It wasn't meant to be in there. It was obviously something she recognised, like as in it was a Kenner Batman or something like that. And yeah, she said a crazy price of 20 quid. I mean, it just... Go to a car boot never ceases to amaze me, let's just say. I got this, and I saw this. It said Meg underneath, and I was like, I know Meg. That's, you know, Monster in My Pocket and all that sort of stuff. So I always pick them up, especially when they're little PVC figures. Piggy in My Pocket. Never seen it in my life. I've seen Monster in My Pocket. I've seen Kitten in My Pocket. Puppy in My Pocket, which is quite a big one. I've seen Teddy in My Pocket. I think there's also Animal in My Pocket, which are random animals. I've never seen Piggy in My Pocket. And the weird thing about this one, all those ones are quite realistic looking. Even the Monster in My Pockets, they look quite realistic looking. The Piggy in My Pockets, they look crazy. They look like, I mean, what is that? I mean, it's proper cartoon style, and never seen them before in my life, but pretty cool. I got Power Rangers Dino Charge gun, which is pretty cool. I think this is from one of the larger figures, so like maybe the 12-inch figures. Don't know, because that's quite a hefty gun. And then I got this little guy that I picked up. I've totally forgotten where it's from, but it just looked interesting. And I thought, even if it's not worth anything, I'm having him. So he's really cool. So let's get rid of that bag. Oh, won't forget these. I got some G3 My Little Ponies. So I got Strawberry Surprise. Those of you who know me know I like my Little Ponies. G3 are alright, but they're not bad, some of them, but they tend to, for some reason, the G3s, more often than not when I see them, they seem to be battered. So I don't know if it was the generation of the kids that played with them, but absolutely battered, pen marks. Maybe it's just the age, but I don't know. I see G1s and then in better condition than this. But yeah, but these aren't too bad. Garden Wishes. Sorry, try to read my list. Garden Wishes. Got Periwinkle with a gem, which is pretty cool, and this one's, yeah, quite dirty, but pretty cool still. Got Rarity, and this one really stumbled me because Rarity in the G4 doesn't look anything like this. So yeah, that is what Rarity looked like in G3. Not seen Rarity very often. Now this one's really cool. Bit gutted I don't have the other two skates, but glitter glide with two skates. So that's really nice. And this one's got a swivelling torso. Try and get her to stand up because she's a bit wibbly wobbly. I got Fancy Free, and this one's really cool. I love the look of some of these G3s, the ones with the faded skin and then the hearts or whatever the cutie mark going all the way up. It looks really cool. And then the last one, I got really excited at first and then I realised it wasn't. It's a 35th anniversary, but to look like the G1 Bluebell. And the way to tell this, one is the date, 2017, so it's a dead giveaway. It's definitely not from the 80s. But there's also the My Little Pony logo. It's slightly different. I hope you can see that. Hopefully that focuses all right. Can you see it's like all curved and written in the actual style font size instead of just written My Little Pony? And then it also says that the Bridge Direct. So that's a dead giveaway. It's definitely not. What you normally want to get is you get logos like that on the bottom of the hoofs, saying the countries and where it's from, and it's just stamped very simple like that with. And then you want to get, there's loads like China, Hong Kong and stuff like that, Malaysia, but you want to get the other ones. There's ones like Greece, Argentina, I think there's Peru. They're the ones you want to look out for. They're the ones worth a bit more money more often than not because they're from different country of origins. And believe it or not, people do collect that, so they'll get the same pony in all the different country of origins. So, and there's quite a lot of them, or some of them. So definitely look out for those at the bottom of the hooves. Right, another bag. So I got this guy, which is Captain Boomerang, I'm led to believe, from Marvel. Those of you who know me also know I like My Little Pony and stuff like that, but I'm not really into Marvel and DC. So I know, bit of an odd one, but there we go. I got this thing. Shame it's been opened, but it's pretty cool. And I've got a big bundle going on at eBay at the moment, so I'm going to take that down and put this with it as well. And that's Trash Pack, the grocery gang. And these are so cool. I love these things. One of the fewest sort of modern things, like sort of My Little Pockets, My Little Monster in My Pocket style things that I really like. I love all those little sort of PVC figures, but these are made a bit rubbery, so like Moshi Monsters sort of thing. But they're so cool. They're like all these like gross foods and things that you just discard. So this one's called Smelly Onion and Cruddy Cream. Really cool. But there's other ones in there, and you get dustbins and stuff like that. So really funny stuff. I got some Monsters, not Monsters University, Monsters at Work figures. So I got these guys. I don't know the names. Apologies. There's this guy. There's that lady in Monsters University. There's the purple version of this, which is a really funny guy. Oh, she's got the biggest feet, but she's not going to stand. And then I've got this funny guy. He's really cool. And I also got one of the canisters, which is nice. And I think that goes with him. I think something else goes with him, but I don't have that. I've seen the accessories. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Got some WWE Elite. And I got Mars Demon, which is a really nice find. And I've also got Chris Jericho. And actually, they're pretty clean. They look pretty clean in that. Yeah, really chuffed with those. Always nice to pick up a bit of that. Oh God, they're really not going to stand now. This is going to be... That will do. I got a Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, Green Goblin, or Hobgoblin, whichever one you want to call him. So really cool. Always look out for the Tobey Maguire ones, and the way you can tell is I think they've dated from 2002 to 2007, I think it is, or 2006. So it's the 3 films where Tobey Maguire starred in them. Look out for those figures. Some of the Spider-Man figures of those go for some really nice money. And I mean, I've sold some for like 50 quid. It's crazy, some of them. In fact, I've sold some for even more, I think. Yeah, just depends. They're different versions. There's some larger ones, some 8-inch ones. Yeah, really cool. Look out for those. Catwoman, Kenner, really nice looking one of that. I got Taskmaster, not the Greg Davies version, but the Marvel version. Really nice looking thing. He's meant to have a sword here as well, which is a bit of a shame he doesn't, but he's got his shield, so really nice. I got a Luke Skywalker. This one's from... I can't remember where it's from, what date it is. 1996. So what would that be? Is that Phantom Menace, even though Luke Skywalker wasn't in it? I don't know. Don't know what's going on with that. I got a little Sum. This is for my daughter. She loves these. She's obsessed with these. It's definitely like a daddy with collecting all these silly little PVC things and all that. We're a sucker for that sort of stuff, so I think most people are, aren't they? Or is it just us? I don't know. But yeah, she's got loads of them. And then last but not least, I got some VHSs, which are very hard to come by at the moment. And what's crazy, I'm starting to hear a bit more talk about VHSs now. I got a family member who, and he's pretty young, is into VHSs now. Don't know if it's just him, but I've also heard a few other people start talking about them, so really weird. These are not to sell. I actually bought these for myself because there's some cool videos in here. So I got Bigfoot and the Hendersons, which I actually watched with my daughter the other day. She absolutely loved it. She keeps asking to watch it again, so it just shows the old films, the classics. They're definitely the best. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as calling it a classic, but it's great. But it's called Bigfoot and the Hendersons, I think, here in the UK or in Europe, but I think they call it Harry and the Hendersons everywhere else. I always knew it as Harry and the Hendersons, and I know there's a TV series as well, I think. Yeah, so got Power Rangers the movie. I put that in a new case because that is a bit of a battered case, but really awesome film. And then this one. Never owned this one when I was younger, but the Monster Squad. And one thing that really surprised me about this, and if you haven't seen this and you love things horror, check this out, it's awesome. But it's a 15. I don't remember it being a 15. I didn't think it should be a 15, but maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm completely misremembering it. Or maybe we just watched things when we were younger, but yeah. And this, yeah, we watched this the other day and I was quite surprised. They swear a lot in this film, so at least 10 occasions they swear. I couldn't believe it, but obviously my daughter didn't even notice it, so she's 7 at the moment, and if you don't make a thing, they don't notice it. Anyway, parenting tips from Tommy Toothpaste Toys there. Bet you didn't think you'd be getting that. Right, so thank you very much. That is everything, I think. I'm just going to have a quick sip of my coffee. Can you tell I'm a bit caffeined up? I'm a bit caffeined up. Just check around. That is everything. Everything's going to start falling over, so let's wrap it up. Thank you very much. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching. What is your favourite bits? How did you do this bank holiday weekend? I got loads of stuff. Not too much vintage, but some really cool bits. Thank you very much. Check out any one of these 2 videos, and I'll see you soon.